Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today we have a project for the Jeep. We are going to install these Axial LED fog lights and they'll be replacing our OEM halogen fog lights. Now I've already upgraded my headlights on the Jeep to the Axial LED headlights. I didn't bother doing an install video on that because you can find how to put headlights in Jeeps, the JK Jeeps, all over YouTube already. And it was just a quick, I've got an afternoon, get it done. Filming obviously takes a lot of extra time. I want to go over these just right quick. I chose these because I've had really good luck with the actual headlights that I bought. These are designed to replace your factory halogens, in that they're direct bolt in. They come with your wiring harness, so it should just be plug and play. Now, with that being said, it's kind of evident that I don't have the factory bumper, so I'm assuming these should work just fine. This is the Barricade Trail Force HD front bumper. Any bumper that's going to retain your factory fog lights these should go in without too much hassle. So I know I have a tendency to be long-winded, but I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet today. So before we can get these in, we have to get the old ones out. Okay, so removal of your OEM fog lights is super simple. You have a pigtail and you have a little clip that you depress, and then your pigtail comes off. Just move that over out of the way, and then you will have 4 bolts, on the, if I remember correctly, these were Phillip head screws on the original equipment bumper. With this one, your screws get replaced with these bolts. So mine, I ended up with a 7mm, just a 7mm socket. So I will get these 4 off here, and then this whole piece just comes right out of the bumper. Okay, so after a little bit of fighting with the tiny little nuts and bolts, I finally got it out. So we can give you a side-by-side now. Okay, so my lighting out here is not the best, but let's see here, this will give a little better lighting. So my lighting out here is not the best, but you can see the difference. This is actually, the new one's going to give it kind of like a blacked look, kind of like a blacked out look. Now, I am going to save my OEMs, the same way with I saved my OEM headlights. There's nothing really wrong with them. Should I have one go out, you can always just pop an OEM back till you can get replacements. It'd help if I could keep it in shot. But the housings are basically the same. But I will tell you that the new one is significantly heavier compared to the old one. This, I believe, would be more of a projector style, whereas that's a reflector. On the back, you can see the on the back here, you can see how they're made. You do have radiating cooling fins for your LED one. Now you do have your adjuster for your up and down for both of them. So not really a whole lot more to say about the differences in them. We'll see light output differences, I'll get this one in, get it put, I'll get this one put in, and there we go. Sorry, I keep all over the shop. I'll get the new one put in, and then we can do this a quick little comparison test. Left to right, OEM versus the aftermarket. One thing I do kind of like about this is if you are going to upgrade your bumper, I did end up having to unwrap some of my factory wiring harness to get it to reach my OEM fogs. So, this here, would take care of, you figure you got like, good 18 inches extra cord. So that would eliminate the need for any kind of wiring harness extenders for the fog lights. So let's shimmy back underneath here and put these back in. I do want to note that you want to orient your fog light so that way your adjuster screw is pointing down so you can get to it easily under the vehicle. But other than that, there's not much more than just repeat the process of repeat what you done to get this one out in reverse. So we'll see you in a few. Okay folks, so I'm almost got the first one installed. Just a semi-pro tip is that if you need to start a nut in a place that's hard to get to, you can take a piece of tape, put on the back side of a boxed end wrench, and then put your nut down in it, so that way it will hold your nut without dropping it. It makes life a lot easier. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. So we'll finish getting this in, plug it up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I got the light put in, and I've got my fog lights turned on. I still need to adjust my light, and I need to tuck my wiring harness back up. But just for a side-by-side comparison as to light output, I'm going to take, and first I'm going to cover up the LED. So what you're seeing is the halogen fog light on the driver's side, and then I will step over and cover up the halogen. And as you can see, these LEDs put out a whole lot more light. Now, I know it's a little hard to see with all the junk and clutter, but you can see that beam pattern where you have a fairly crisp cutoff, which I'm thinking that may be a decent spot. We'll have to check it once we get everything in as to adjusting them up and down, but you do have adjustability up and down on it. So as you can see, there's quite a big difference. So we're happy with that. Let me grab the camera and bring you around to the front side here. So as you can see, this would be your light output, for your OEMs, whereas that, and side by side, if we can get this to focus, yeah, it's not wanting to focus too well. Oh, there we go. You can see the actual difference in it. So we're really happy with this. We'll get the other one put in and we'll come wrap this up. Okay folks, so we got our second one put in. Now, one thing I want to show right quick, is probably a little harder to see on camera, but right here on top of the frame horn, can't talk, I just took a zip tie. I took my wires and just kind of looped them back and forth to take up all the extra, and I zip tied them up here on top. That way they're out of the way, they're not going to catch on anything, and should I need to service this or work on this, snip the zip tie, it all comes back out. I like to clip my tails on my zip ties. Just makes for a nicer install. But when wiring, especially, you know, underbody or something like that, on something you plan on taking off-road, like my Jeep does, you know, try to make sure all your wires are tucked up nice and tight, you know, not excessively tight, but to where they're not going to hang loose and get caught on anything. So, with that, the only thing left to do is to check them out, make sure that both of them are functioning. And I say that is will be a market improvement upon the OEM incandescents, or halogens I should say. So with that, I think that'll finish this install up. I've got one more project that I want to do tonight, which I plan on recording and take you along with me on that one as well. So if you want to see that one, feel free to subscribe so you'll be able to see it when I get it uploaded. I think if you hit that little I think that they call it the notification bell. It's supposed to alert you when something new comes up on my channel. And if you enjoyed watching me fumble around in the garage, a like would be appreciated. So, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all later.